Salute, Coach Fleming here. Part 2 of always maintaining good position with focus on the elbows. Last time I used Bob, and Bob has no arms, so I had to improvise. But in order for you to get the full picture, today I'm going to use a partner and demonstrate the techniques so you get a better understanding of them. Whenever we have a guard, you always hear hands high. And if you start hands high from a position with your elbows away from your body like this, your hands are high, but your body is open. If you start from this position with the elbows in, your hands are high, but your body is covered like this. And this also makes it a lot easier to keep the hands up. Out here, you have a tendency to drop your hands faster because your elbows are away from the body and not supported. In here, it's much easier to keep the hands up. So this is a better all-round good position. Always maintaining good position is important. Some people, they say they use gimmicks. Like, for example, a common thing is, I'll just finger jab anyone who gets into me in the eyes, so I don't have to train this and that. And that's a gimmick because how are you going to use a finger jab if you can't even hit him with a jab because he has better fundamentals than you? He's a better boxer than you. If you can't get to his eyes, you can't use simple gimmicks like this. And it's the same with keeping the elbows tight. A lot of people, you have seen good fighters fight out here and getting away with it. You have seen good fighters wrestling like this, or with hands down and out from the body, or wrestling like this, reaching and getting away with it. But I can guarantee you, if you go back and watch some UFC fights or boxing fights or whatever, and you are looking for knockouts to the head, whenever you see almost every knockout is because the hands were down. They were out of position. They didn't maintain good position. With the hands here, you don't see many knockouts. Whenever you see people getting punched to the body, it's because the elbows were out of position like this or like this. And when people maintain good position, you don't see that many body punches getting through. And when you see grapplers reaching for the opponents like this, then you see the other guy, if he knows what he's doing, having an easy time winning the hand fighting position and getting body locks and getting to the legs and getting whatever. Have you ever seen a wrestler come in like this in a freestyle wrestling, for example, come in like this and win? Of course, but that's because he was on another level. You're not gonna get away with it, so it's better to maintain good position. When you maintain good position, then you are protected with maximum efficiency. And I always say you have to be able to fight within the rules before you are allowed to break the rules. You have to be able to win within the rules before you're allowed to break the rules. And that's because when you fight within the rules, that means you're using strong fundamentals you have learned the right way. And then when you can win with using strong fundamentals, then you can maybe begin as a superior fighter to think, I'm gonna drop a hand and bait him, or I'm gonna reach because I know what I'm doing and I know he's not in position to take advantage of me. But until you have strong fundamentals and have learned to fight within the rules and win within the rules, then with me as a coach, you're not allowed to have bad position and bad form. You're going to fight from a good position at all times. I always hit Bob and he keeps coming back for more. Why is that? Short answer, he likes it. If you like this video, you should come back for more too. And the best way to do that is just as quick as a 1, 2, hit like, hit subscribe. It actually helps the YouTube algorithm and that helps me to make more videos for you. And as you are enjoying this content, don't forget to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it with you. I appreciate you. Here's what you have to do. Okay, I'm back. Last time I used Bob and I improvised an arm. But today, as I promised you, in order for you to get a better understanding, I have invited my good friend and student, Lars, to help me demonstrate. Lars? Okay, Lars, we're going to demonstrate a good form and bad form. And I'm going to do the good form and you get to do the bad form. Okay, Lars, can you do me a favor with the side to the camera? Have your arms out here?
Yep.
And just put up your underarms and get into stance. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to take my arms in here and get my arms up and get into stance. As you can see in the side view with Lars, we have a gap right here where there's open, and with me there's no gap. Of course, if we turn towards the camera, please. If we turn towards the camera, we have a gap here which we can minimize by turning a little, but we can also twist our body like this. But even if Lars twists his body, there's still a gap right down here. And Lars, turn towards me, please. In boxing, it's obvious. The body is open. The body is open like this. So I can even draw his hands up more and then hit the body because it's open. If you take your arms like this and up and a little bit in like this, okay? Now it gets much more difficult for me to get the body because Lars's elbows are down. His hands are still up, even, and if his hands are closed, they are up, protecting the jawline. And if he opens his hands like this, he is also protecting his temple. So now Lars has a much better position. And if he thinks he's too open in the middle, he can just turn his body a little like this. And now the target is much harder to get to. And over here I can see a little opening, but all he has to do is turn back a little like this, and he's covered. And his counter is ready, like this. So always maintaining good position comes with several advantages. Okay, if he takes the bad position again, like this, and up, out here, when we have to cover something like grappling, or clinching in boxing also. In boxing, it's normal to get in and cover up like this. It's also normal to get in like this and just smother your opponent and get in. You can get in many ways, but you want to have a break, you want to tire your opponent, you want to put your weight on him. That's easier when the elbows are out. Try taking your elbows in like this, all the way in like this and here. And now see, I have to try. This is not even if I get a body lock like this. Just put your hands together. If I get a body lock like this, Lars is still in good position, and he can hit. Try to body lock me, Lars, around my arms. I can still hit from here, and he can't really get a good body lock.
Nope.
So it's easy for me.
I'm not with my arms.
With my arms here, and I can also duck out if I want to. Just drop my level. So this protects from body locks around the arms as well. If Lars is out, I can get in like this, down or up like this. Yeah, that's the underhook. Yeah, and if he's out, I can get the overhook as you saw before. Yeah, and in MMA, like this, or in boxing, like this. Okay, so that's not good. I can also, if Lars is out, do this.
Surprise.
Yeah, and this is simply putting my fists above his arms, going down and connecting. And I can get armdrags like this. So with Lars is out, my grip fighting gets a lot easier. Yeah. get your arms up again, and I can get Bodylocks like this under his arms, which is more difficult for Lars. When his arms are in, all of this becomes much more difficult for me. Look, this arm, it frames me easily, and the elbow is still in. So it's not like he's, if Lars, if I want to close the distance, I want to get grips with Lars. I don't want to reach. I don't want to reach like this. If I want to get in, I will use footwork, and then I will try to get my grips, my grip fighting. However it is whatever I want to do, I will use my footwork to get in, and I will use my footwork to get grips like this if that's what I want. So don't reach. Don't have your elbows out. And as I said earlier, once your elbows are in, close like this, the hands up is easy. Dropping the hands here is not natural. Dropping the hands here is very natural.
They become hip.
Yeah. So always maintain good position. That's what I want to convey. And it leaves you with advantages for boxing, for 52 blocks, for grappling, for kickboxing, karate, MMA, whatever. Elbows tied to the body is a good fundamental thing to have in your arsenal. And that's how you have to start. Once you know, imagine I was fighting my 8-year-old little brother. Could I have my arms out here? Of course I could. It wouldn't change the thing. So if you know your opponent is way lower in the hierarchy than you and don't have the technique, don't have the ability, then you can break some rules, but you can also maintain the rules and still win. Always having good discipline, always having the elbows in, always having the hands high, and then using footwork to get in and out and fighting from there. Don't give your opponent the chance to clear your arms. Don't give the opponent the chance to get in. This is difficult because Lars' arms are in. Don't give this opportunity. So why would you give away free chances? It's like people boxing like this. You see it all the time, and they get knocked out, and they deserve to get knocked out because their hands wasn't up, their arms wasn't in. So maintain good position. That's what you have to drill into your mind. Always maintain good position. Always maintain good position, and it starts for me with the elbows. Of course, it's a balanced stance. I'm in balance, and I have my hips under me, and I'm able to move. But the defense on top, elbows. That's where it starts. Hands high. That's number 2. If you want to stop a takedown, a lot of people say, "Oh, sprawl and brawl. All you have to do is sprawl." But there's so much more before that. If my hands are in and Lars is out here, the first thing I have is my mobility to stop the takedown. That's the first line of defense in boxing as well. The second line of defense is level change. If Lars changes his level to shoot in, to go down, I go down with him, and like this. The third is if he gets under me, I can use my head to stop him. The fourth is if he gets under me again, I can use my forearms because they are in here and I'm not reaching. And the last effort would be sprawling on top of him, throwing my body over him. You don't go to sprawl as number 1. You have movement, level change, head and arms to help you first. And it's the same thing in boxing. You don't just, whenever he's punching here, block and stand. No, you have movement, and then you have parries if it's straight like this, and catches like this. And if he comes with the big one, you can go like this. So this is absorbing impact coming. This is absorbing impact, and this is a last-ditch effort. You don't want this as your go-to move. You want to stay mobile and distance manage and catch and parry as much as you can, or you want to
Nice.
slip and close the distance and get position like this. instead of always relying on just blocking everything with your hands. So that's also maintaining good position, because you are in good position. When Lars comes in, look, I'm covered and I'm in, and Lars is in bad position. So
As usual.
So that's really fundamental and really important. Always maintain good position. Okay, the last thing I want to say is, last time, you can join me here if you want. Last time I showed you elbows in, hands high. This is my classic boxing stance. And the elbows don't change that much. If I go to the finish shell, try to watch, down and shoulder up, like this, and up here. Now we have a finish shell with the shoulder up here, like this. And then we go turn our body in and put our elbows together. Now we have the peekaboo. Now we have wrestling here. And one I didn't tell you about the last time is I also did karate for a lot of years. And how do we, what's the stance we use in karate? I did a full contact style of karate called Ashihara, and the stance we used was like this. My elbows are still in. Some people did this with the elbows out. This may look intimidating, but it's not protecting you. So when I fought, this was my karate stance, and this is very close resembles to my wrestling stance, my peekaboo stance, my finish shell stance, and my classic boxing stance. All of them elbows in. Hopefully that clarified a lot for you and helped you to understand why always maintaining good position is important. So it's a short video. I hope you could use it. This is Flemming from Denmark, aka Coach Flemming, aka Coach Magic Burley, saying salute. See you on the next one.